All right, guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's up, guys? It's Pick'em with HuddleGG, and in today's video we're going to go over a quick simple route that you can use to constantly pick apart man coverage for small gains, which will allow us to open up a shot down the field later in the game. Now, the great thing about this tip is you can do this out of a vast majority of formations in this game. We're going to come out and gun spread here. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is we're going to be throwing this to the slot receiver. So we will want our slot receiver to be off the line of scrimmage. Okay, that's really the only thing we want. So if you look to the left side of the screen here, you see how Edelman's off the line of scrimmage and our outside receivers on the line of scrimmage. That's all we need. Now, the route that we're going to take advantage of here from the inside receiver is going to be a simple flat route. Okay, so you can audible to this or hot route this no matter who your quarterback is or who your receiver is, right? It's just going to be this flat route from the inside receiver. Now, I do like to couple it with the slant route on the outside, and I'll talk about why in a second. But what I like to do here is just run a simple flat route to that slot receiver. And what you'll see here is if they press, it does not matter how they press, right? If they press in cover 0, in cover 1 of any kind, you're going to be able to throw this as long as they're not shading down. Okay, so again, if they're shading inside, outside, over the top, it does not matter. If you run this here, and you can see we are in man coverage on defense, he's going to take a step off, and we're going to be able to throw this underneath every time. And what you're going to see is 90% of the time, you're going to get that tackle battle right when you catch it. So just be ready to spam that button, whether it's A or X on PlayStation, to break that tackle. And you're going to be able to take this for more yards than what you maybe would have been expecting there to start this play, right? But you see here, what we're doing is this slot corner will always take a step back if they're not shading down. Okay, so you see here, as soon as you see that slot corner shuffle backwards, we're going to know that we're going to be able to throw this to our flat route. Okay, now with that slant, you see how we use this to force that DB even further back, and he has to fight over our slant route here. Okay, you see here, we throw this, and again, like I said, if we don't break the tackle, we're getting 3-4 yards. Okay, so again, in short yardage situations or on a first down where you just want to make it easier on second and third, really good route concept to go to here. But like I said, you're going to get in these tackle battles a lot, and if you break that tackle, it's really just you one-on-one with that player out there. Okay, now this is going to work if they don't press as well. Okay, and it's going to work the same way, right? We're going to do this. He's going to be forced to fight over that slant, and you see there again, we got a tackle battle. We were able to break that and get ourselves 6-7 yards. Okay, and like what I said earlier, because of that slant on the outside, it forces that slot receiver or slot defender to go over the slant. Right, so you see here the slant route. Again, we don't need the slant route here, but I think it even adds more separation between the receiver and his the defensive back covering him, just because that DB has to fight over that. And like I said, if we win that tackle battle, we can get ourselves 6-7 yards easy. Now, this will work in cover 0 as well. Okay, so if they're in cover 0, especially if the man coverage is coming from the safety spot, we're going to be able to do the same thing. Okay, so again, you see here, you throw that over there, and again, a lot of times you're going to get a tackle battle there, and if we can win that, you can take it really to the house because there's no safety help over the top. Okay, now where you're going to not be able to throw this is if they're shaded down. Okay, but you're going to see it right away. So again, if they're in cover 2 man, that's always shaded down, so you're not going to want to run it against cover 2 man. But against cover 1, cover 0, they have to manually shade down in order to stop this. Okay, now if they do that, you're going to see that right away this is not open. Okay, so you see that right away that guy jumped that route, and you're going to know not to throw it immediately. Okay, so if we go to the replay, you can see that that slot defender, like I said, if he takes a step back, we throw it. Here you see this guy immediately comes down, so that tells us we can't throw that. Okay, now what you're going to see is a lot of times if they do that, you're actually going to be able to throw the slant behind it. Okay, this is a route that I throw a lot. Just throw it away from that defender. A lot of times I'll see my guy win. I'll throw it down away from that defender and pick up some nice easy yards there. Okay, now where you're really going to be able to take this route combination and this concept deep down the field is when the user starts getting frustrated and trying to cover it themselves. Okay, so I have seen this countless times. I've been running this concept all year. What you'll see is they're going to get on this defender himself, and they're going to try to jump this flat, right? Because we're hitting him every single time, and he's like, why is my man coverage not covering it? So he's going to try to play this down by himself. Okay. Now, when you start to see your opponent doing that, now if you have identifier, you're going to know before the play that they're trying to take it away with that. If you don't have identifier, you can obviously see after you say hike if they're starting to do that, and that's where you're going to want to go to a different play in your formation. And if you can find one that has your slot receiver on a wheel, that's going to be exactly what we want. Okay, so now what you'll see is if they are on this slot corner here and they're trying to defend the flat route, they're going to see flat immediately. Okay, so when you say hike, they're going to run to the flat, and then your guy's going to turn up field, and it's really going to burn them over the top for some nice easy yards. And like I said, trust me when I tell you this, I've ran this many times this year, and when users get over aggressive over there, because you've ran this time and time again, the flat route, they see the flat, right? It looks like a flat here, and you ran that slant right behind it, so it looks like the exact same combination we've been running all game. Now your guy turns up field, and very, very few people are able to keep up with that because, again, they're not expecting your guy to turn down the field. They're expecting him to stay on his flat route. Okay, now you can do that to the other side as well if you have a flat or a wheel to that right side as well. So you see here to the right side of the screen, let's say we were running our flat combination to the right. We can do the same thing here, right? If you have a wheel, you get the user going towards that flat, and then he's going to turn up field, and that's where we can throw it over the top. And you can see we can trick them into thinking that we're still throwing the same route concept that we've been throwing all game, but we're really going to be able to take advantage of their over aggressiveness and throw it deep down the field for some big yards. If you've made it to the end of this video, odds are you're serious about becoming a better Madden player, and we're here to help. On our website at HuddleGG, $9.95 a month unlocks all of our full game plans created by some of the best Madden players in the world. You'll also have access to our private Discord where Madden pros will answer your questions and help take your game to the next level. Have a great day.